All right, Nation. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. All right, so we're going to talk about, oh my goodness, it's crazy, but we got to talk about it. Xavier Woods. He said that, hey, you cannot expect a player to go 100% the complete game. They got to figure out ways to not go 100% the complete game. It's unrealistic. Well, I do know from a football aspect that is quite possible, but you got to figure out how to reserve yourself in the game, in the war, in the trenches, without telling everybody, without showing your weakness. You know, one of the greatest boxers of all time, Muhammad Ali, used to do the rope-a-dope. And that's where he actually gained leverage. That's where he knew exactly when the opposing threat or the opposing opponent was not able to stand firm and continue to fight. Now, this situation right here, Cowboy Nation, this goes beyond just effort. This is all about mental. It's a mentality aspect. Remember, I was talking about the confidence. Players must have confidence. They must figure out how to keep their confidence. Remember the storyline that I gave everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie that was listening about the lion approach? Simba, you know, he had all of the confidence in the world. He didn't have the agility. He didn't have the strength. But his mind was like, hey, I'm a lion. It doesn't matter who I'm going up against or who I'm facing. So Cowboy Nation, the way Xavier Woods lamented the fact that, hey, there's no way that I can go 100% of the time. Oh, my goodness. It's signs of defeat. Trust me, I love the young kid. I love what he brings to the table. But everybody that plays with that type of mentality, you won't go far. That's the reality of it. You will not go far. Now, Ezekiel Elliott, he's one of the guys that he realized that, hey, I got to hold on to the ball. I know I'm getting paid all of these riches and fortunes, and I can't put the ball on the ground. Quite sure, I believe in the hearts of heart, Dak Prescott is feeling the same thing, because we got to say this too, Cowboy Nation, that these guys, the superstars of the team, and I'm not going to talk about Xavier Woods. I'm not going to put him in that category. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to put Jalen Smith in that category. I'm talking about the two main factors of this team, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. They must figure this thing out. They can't put the ball on the ground. They got to play a perfect game. We're playing against the New York Giants. You think that the Giants are going to look at this thing and say, hey, let's fold up like a lawn chair or wallet? No, because they can look at it like this. This could be a momentum builder for us. That's how the Giants are looking at this Dallas Cowboys team, saying that, hey, we heard that they got a poor defense. Our offense have been crazy. Let's go and let's move this thing around. Let's prove a point. They got a guy that's on their side of the field, the coaching, dare I say. He should know everything about the player personnel that's here. Now, I do know it's different, but why not for him to bring forth everything he can imagine, the kitchen sink and all, to the guys that's on his team with the faint of heart? It's time out, Cowboy Nation. These guys got to figure this thing out. It should be no more talking. No more talk. That's exactly what it should be. None of these guys should be bumping their gums, bumping their mouths, bumping what they're going to do about this and bumping what they're going to do about that. Every single guy should be looking at this thing and saying, hey, you know what? It's crazy. Because right now, we thought that we was going to have a fantastic year, but we 1-3. They should look each other in the mirrors and say, hey, all offseason you was talking about how vanilla the defense was last year and how improving will it be for this year. But now you want to go back to the vanilla. You can't have it both ways. Yes, there will be growing pains. Yes, there are things that you need to understand and learn and know. But you can't have that mentality talking about, well, it's impossible for anybody to keep this up for the full 60 minutes. My goodness. I've seen people comment about D-Law. You know, when he said, F all of you guys, you know, all of the fans who talk ill of him. I've seen people comment and say, hey, give me $100 million. I can go out there and get no sacks. And then when I thought about it and I think about it, I said, man, they right on the money with it. It's crazy, you see. So all I want for this team to do is when it comes down to the media talk, just hush. Prove it on the field. Prove that you are able to step it up on the field and stop having that lackadaisy type of mentality. Say, hey, yes, the opposing team is better than me right now, but wait till we get this guy back. But before this guy come back, I'm going to prove to showcase to the world that I can get it done. Now, yes, you know, they released Brandon Carr, and we know the rulings of that. And yes, the Cowboys, I said it before on my Twitter, I don't believe that the Jerry, Wayne Jones and company and son, however you want to call them, knows a bead of football. Now, they can tote their money around all day, but collectively speaking, they living off of Jimmy Johnson Super Bowls, right? Collectively speaking, if it was not for Jimmy Johnson, his personnel and his groupings and these sorts of things, they would not have a Super Bowl. Barry Switzer was just a placeholder. Barry Switzer was living off of Jimmy Johnson's talent, right? No, we haven't done anything. I'm walking around here yelling out to everybody, live like 95, but we have not done anything since that time frame. And case in point, when we had a Bill Parcells, yes, we went to the playoff 2 times out of the 3.5 years that he been here, right? Think about that. Let that sink into your mental. One with Quincy Carter, and one with Tony Romo, who he said, let's not anoint, right? Don't put the anointing oil away. And I can only imagine if the Joneses had that type of patience that they had towards Bill Parcells, towards Jason Garrett. Come sway with me, Cowboy Nation. You see what I'm saying? If Bill Parcells, and I know he walked away because he didn't want to get Terrell Owens, he didn't want him on the team or what have you. And then, of course, he's saying, like, dog, I'm tired of putting up these two faces with the Joneses administration. But if we were to have Bill Parcells for at least 10 years, I guarantee you this team would have won a Super Bowl. And I know a lot of people saying, man, if was a fifth, we all would be drunk. I know you're saying that. I can feel it, right? But I just believe that the Jones family, they're not football people. They're marketing people. They like bookies. They make money regardless, win, lose, or draw. And the people that say, yeah, if you don't think that they don't like football or they don't know football, you're missing a situation. No. We don't see football operations and moves being made. We see marketing stuff being made. You bring guys in for a cup of coffee. You iron it out, you lay it out, and you check everybody right up front. And can you win games? Is the philosophy. There's news and rumblings around that hell. Even Mike McCarthy was not even a decision that everybody made but Stephen Jones. They said that, hey, him and Jay Glazer was kicking it, and they were saying, hey, have you thought about my buddy Mike McCarthy? Now, that story have not been verified, but I'm just putting it out there again so that people can do their research, and maybe, just maybe, there's a little truth in there. When there's smoke, there's fire, right? Cowboy Nation, I don't know what to say about Xavier Woods. I just know that he folds up. He's not coming down and feeling. Safety responsibility, especially against the run, is come down and feel. We see him making business decisions as a safety. That's not how I want my safety. I want him to come down and feel. I know he may be tired, but it ain't nothing like coming down and feel. Be the aggressor. Don't let them put their hands on you first. I know it sounds bad, and I know it feels bad when your defensive front getting blown off the ball. And your linebackers shy as well of getting to the contact and coming down and doing their part as relates to defense. But as the safety role, especially the strong safety, that's where they put you down at. If you too light for that, news flashes, let them know. But don't disgrace the star. Don't disgrace the colors, the silver and blue. If you ain't true, let's be real, Cowboy Nation. Let's be real. Let's go find some dogs. Let's find somebody who's not afraid, who will play through the echoes of the whistles. Play beyond 60 minutes. Have the mindset even before they check in. Even when they at the parking lot, they still have that mental mindset that I'm not going to let nobody disrespect my house, right? Cowboy Nation, that's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's go.